Now, one other thing we'd like to take a look at, and this is how to pitch a song. Wow, we get lots of questions on that one. We're going to break it down to the basics. Let's just mention, though, a few dangerous songs that you may have heard before. Sometimes you're leading a song up in front of everybody and there's a trap. This song is a real trap. God be with you till we meet again. By his counsels guide upon you. With his sheep securely fought you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet. Usually people laugh when I do this. I don't know if you are, but usually people laugh because they've heard this happen before. Always happens with this song, and there's a reason why. The song has a very small range at the beginning, which all of a sudden opens up in the chorus. And you're going along singing high, you think you're fine, all of a sudden it gets a lot higher. Now, one of the simplest things you can do as far as pitching a song is just take notes. If you notice that every time you sing this song, everybody's screaming and they can't hit the high note, why don't you write a little note to yourself? And again, this is talking about preparation and being a gardener. Write a note to yourself that this particular kind of plant food doesn't work. That this song does not work with a high pitch. I better pitch it very low. That is just a simple, basic thing that you can start to do to teach yourself how to pitch songs. Doesn't apply to everything, though. You can't tell yourself, well, I'll always pitch a song low. Let's take a look at another track, which is the opposite. I'll pitch it low. Come thou almighty King, help us thy name to sing, help us to praise. What I discovered in that song is, I need to start that one much higher so that I can prepare for this lower note that's coming up. To finish off, I'll tell you a real quick method how you can do this just using your songbook, and then we'll be done for now with Songleading 101. There's still a lot more to learn, but these basics will really help you lead the congregation in song. Let's take one more look at pitching songs. Remember what we said about music, that music is written above the letters. So to take a good look at the music you're going to sing, you look above the letters. Later, as you learn to read tenor and bass, you can look below the letters. But for our purposes, we're going to concentrate on the melody, which is almost always, up above the words. So let's take a look at how it might be written in the songbook. You'd have your words written out up above. We have these lines, which is called the staff. And there's lots of things written all over the place. You don't need to worry about them yet. If you spend too much time, for example, learning the sharps and the flats and the treble and this and that, it can really be confusing. One thing at a time, before you know it, you'll find out you understand all these things, but you have to approach it from a basic level. So, I have here 5 lines. And if you look in your hymn book, if you have a hymn book that has notes written in it, you'll see the letters written down here, the words, which we all know how to read, assuming that you've been blessed with that education. By the way, I know some people who don't know how to read, who sing and know a lot more songs than many people and are wonderful song leaders. But up above the words that we have written here, count the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't even have to count the lines, but just to get an idea of how big this thing is. Go to your first word in your song, whatever the first word is. Let's take a look, for example, I want to be a worker for the Lord. Take a look at your very first word, I. Up above that, you will see 2 notes. The reason we have two notes is because there are two voices being sung there, soprano and alto. All you have to remember is look at the top note. Do not look at the bottom one, but go above the word. You'll see two notes. Look for the top note. That is your starting note. And it tells you how to start the song, because if it's somewhere down close to the bottom of the staff, it tells you need to start in a little bit of a lower voice. If it starts way up here, if you have another song and you see that, oh, the note is way up at the top of the staff, that tells you that you should start in the higher range of your voice, because sooner or later the notes are going to start moving down here and you need some room to go down, so you need to start in a higher range. Or if you see that the song starts somewhere in the middle, that's telling you you should start about the middle of your range. Now, this is a crash course. I'm teaching you how to survive yourself, and as far as making sure the pitch goes well for the congregation, can get a little more involved. Some people like to use pitch pipes. One problem with pitch pipes is that if you use the exact tones that we see in the songbook, that's usually a little bit high for everyone, so you have to learn to bring it down a little bit from that. But this is just a basic thing that you can do anytime. Two things. Start observing the songs that go wrong. If you notice they're too high or too low for the congregation, just use common sense. What did you do? Did you start too high or too low? And write yourself a note, learn, and say, the next time I sing that song, I'll start it lower or higher, as the case may be. And then this very, very simple trick will help you, as you look in your songbook, know how to pitch the song. Lower in your voice range, higher in your voice range, or right in the middle. These lines, the staff will tell you that. Just remember, always look at the first word and look at the highest note. You'll see two notes up above. Look for the highest one. Let's go back to that big podium. It's exciting to be up here. It's not about glory. It's not about honor, because the honor and glory needs to go all straight to the Lord. The one who is up here is merely a director, and those who are out there are the chorus, and we all sing together for the glory of our Lord God, who is watching us. But one exciting thing about being up here is seeing everybody. It's a thrill to see everyone, to see God's people worshiping as one, and to have one small part in making sure that that happens, that we truly worship with one voice. I'll tell you one thing, though, that is even more exciting than that to me, and that is seeing somebody else up here. I love to sit in the congregation and sing, and to get more and more people involved in the song leading. I would like to encourage those song leaders who are out there. Don't run the show. Don't be the only song leader. Encourage the men of the congregation to do this more and more. And I would encourage you, if you have not done much song leading, to do it. It doesn't have to be in this kind of a big pulpit. It could be in a small Bible study situation. It could be anywhere. As a matter of fact, you may be needed in one of those situations. You may be the only one to be ready to song lead at a particular time. So I want to encourage you to become a song leader. It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take a degree in music. It doesn't take a lifetime of study, although you can dedicate a lifetime of study to it. What it takes is the willingness and the desire and the opportunities in which God puts you. So I want to encourage you to be a song leader. That's what Song Leading 101 is all about. It's about giving you an introduction, and a little bit of help so that you can be a song leader. May God bless you in all you do for His kingdom, humbly and with all the excitement that goes with it. Serve the Lord in whatever way He has given you. May God bless you.